So now, today I want to talk about the practice. So what time of the day do you practice yoga or meditation? I used to practice in the evenings. Primarily, I used to go to classes in the evenings, but also when I practice, I used to practice in the evening. There's lots of benefit in practice in the evening because you're not so constrained of time. So I like to practice a long time, and your body is more supple, so you can more go deeply into postures. And that's nice kind of evening feel. And so you can do your practice at this kind of an evening pace, which is also very, very nice. So this is what I used to do. Then about 5, 6 years ago, when the menopause hit, I started to practice in the morning because I used to wake up really early around that time. So I thought, well, rather than just lying down, being frustrated, I'll practice in the morning. So it was really literally, virtually out of bed and practice yoga. And I really discovered the love of practicing in the morning since. One biggest benefit is you actually do practice, because if you try to practice during the day or in the evening, it tend not to happen because there's such things. Once the day starts, there's lots of things you have to do. There's lots of demand on your time. People want you to do things. You think about things. Something comes through the post. Something comes through the email. So there are things to do. So it's very rarely you have a spare time. So yoga practice tend to get squeezed out of the day. So that was one of the problems. So if you practice first thing in the morning, you really actually prioritize. So before the busy day starts, you do your practice. So I almost always feel like I got yoga out of the way now. I can get on with my day. Maybe I feel, because I'm a yoga teacher, I feel slightly obliged. I have a feeling that I have to practice. So maybe that's part of the reason I feel, okay, once I've done my practice, I can get on with my day. So that's how I started. And also there was a big benefit for mental health-wise, because I'm naturally a night person. I actually become very alive in the evening. I never get sleepy at night. I could stay up for early hours. So naturally, left to my own device, I would just stay up really late. So morning is not my strongest time. I always struggle in the morning. Every morning, I wake up feeling really quite low, and the first half an hour is really worst time. I just feel like, oh, I've got so many things to do today. How am I gonna go and get through this? I just feel a sense of overwhelmment of the day. I feel I'll never be able to cope with the day, and there are so many hours before I can snuggle back to my bed. So that's like the first thing I feel. And that doesn't last for long, but that's the feeling I get in the morning. So getting on the mat is really, really good, because before my mind starts thinking about things, I just get on my mat. So at one point, now it's slightly different, but at one point I had my mat next to my bed. So it was virtually out of bed, straight onto the mat. Then during the lockdown, I started practicing with yoga teacher online, and that's 6:30 start every day, 6 days a week. So 6:30 to 8:30 in the mornings, I really got into the routine of practicing in the morning, and that really helped to get out of your mind and step on the mat and do practice. Is really, really good way to start the day, especially if you're not very good in the morning. So your body is stiffer, so lots of postures are harder in the morning. But there's lots of benefit, and the biggest benefit for me is mental health. But other than that, you actually do practice, so that's really, really good. So my routine now is twice a week in the morning with Zoom. I practice with friends. Then other days I practice on my own in the mornings after I get up. Then I meditate for half an hour. So that's quite a really long session before I start my day. But that's how I do, and that works for me. So I wrote all about this in my blog. So if you're interested in, you can. So I wrote about 5 years ago, but I kind of revised it last week. So if you're interested in, you can find it. It's titled Morning Practice. So if you want, I'll put the link here. Please read. Okay.